I was telling them about that experience getting in when we were being stopped by students of one school who were wondering why we were not going to their school, we were going to the one next. Yeah. Na tusimamisha kwa sababu sisi ni wasichana. I think let us now proceed and now this is the head. You are visitors. Mheshimiwa Manjezi, and this is the DC. This is the County Director of Education. Very good. Sasa kando kidogo. Bishop wako hapa atatuambia. Sasa vile tutafanya, tutasalimiana hapa na watu vile unataka. Alafu tutatumia kila mtu mmoja wetu mwalimu. Kuhusu different classes. Alafu tena tupande hivi. Then tutakuja kurudi hapa tukutana na walimu. Talk to them. Alafu tuende tuwaje kufanya kazi. Itakuwa sawa. Tuonyesha wale hapa tunatumia sasa. This is a CBE now.
Who gave you this mask? But where did they come from? You don't know. Yes. He is the one who gave you. Who give him a mask? You bless him. Bless him. Abarikiwe.
Good morning.
Good morning, our visitors. Thank you, our visitors.
Sure. You just look for a way to get your best and then fine.
Good morning.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Able to study and pass and do even better than everybody else. Cindy? Yes. Yeah. Last one. Last question maybe from this side. I have answered everything. Yes. Then I'm very efficient. Eh? Yes. I've given you all the information. Pass. Then take care of your teacher. Teachers are very special. Yes. Very important. Yes. They take care of you. Yes. You know, during this COVID time, when we as parents have had you, even for a bit at home, we have seen that it is hard work. So you can imagine, like for me, I have 2 children at home, and it was hard work. Now, can you imagine for a teacher? Does she take care of you well? Yes. So let's clap for her. Asante sana. So thank you. We're going to have some more discussions with others. And I'm sure, I don't know if we'll all meet together. So let me wish you a happy new year and a prosperous one. And please, I wish you the best in your exams. Study hard and be the best.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your pieces of advice. We appreciate the words that you've given to our pupils. I have been telling them, at least now you have met a true role model, isn't it? Yes. So we have appreciated the words that you've given them. We have hope, high hope in their work. They are going to make it. We trust that. Thank you for all what you are doing. Thank you for your concern. And even thank you for the good contribution that you're going to give us as a school.
You're a special school, that's why we've chosen you. So and you know, maybe later today I'm going to be speaking to the president. What should I tell him from you? Okay, who is your representative? Who is your president in the class? Monkey is the president. Haya, sema, what we tell the president?
We love him so much. He's taking good care of us.
Yes.
And we are able to be loved. We love him very much. We bless him.
I will share exactly that message. You all agree with it?
Yes. Hey, some of you require scholarship. Requesting.
So actually the head teacher has mentioned that. So we have, those are some of the things we'll be discussing there. And we'll make some announcements for some of you. Sawa sawa? Yes. Asanteni.
Now, first of all, it is supposed to be this 5. Itakuja ikuwe 5.
Wonderful, good people, because we want to live. You know what is happening in the country now, and the focus all of us have is to ensure that our children are back in school and they are settled. That is the work we are all doing. That's why we came here, to stand with the teachers, to encourage them to look at this school. We have had a fantastic time with the teachers and the head teacher here. They're doing a great job, and we wanted them to know that now we are all pulling together as a country, and we are spending all our time around, you know, going to schools, sitting, working with our teachers and other people to make sure this works well. Now, from now on, we will be briefed briefly for 2-3 minutes each by my colleagues, the Honorable Minister for Education, the Honorable Minister for Environment, who also happens to be a resident of this county, and my colleague, Ambassador CS Amina, our immediate former Minister for Education. So I think we start with the Minister for Education.
Okay, thank you, Chairman. Good afternoon. You can see that I've been able to mobilize many ministers, including our chairman, to come to this school, which means this school is special. But in short, it is among the heavily populated schools in the country, with over 2,700 children. It's under very strong leadership. I have gone to several classes in Standard 8, and I was amazed at the extent of their fluency in biology that is related to the coronavirus. So congratulations to you and to your teachers, whom I hope have gone back to class so that they continue teaching, doing a good job to the children. I would like to re-emphasize here that the issue of funding for schools, the good government of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta released Kenya shilling 19 billion. And since you have not had noise, it means the money has reached the accounts. 4 point something billion in primary and 14.6 in secondary schools. I would want to just say that teachers do a good job, but I must emphasize that they should use the money for what it is meant for, and they must be innovative. The best classroom here today is that classroom under that tree. And the reason is very simple. Trees add oxygen to the air and take away carbon dioxide. And so as far as children are concerned, that is the best classroom. I'm also glad to say that I've noticed that all the children here are properly masked and properly groomed. Even though you can say social distancing is a challenge, it has not stopped us from delivering the services to our children. I don't want to say much because I'll come back to this school because I've been told that the head teacher is one of the most transformative teachers. Therefore, the government is going to support this school in line with the way it is supporting all other large schools, which will have a second look at the desk situation. And if they require more desks, they will get proportionate desks. Let me leave it there, and also just to thank my colleagues for having offered to come along with me. I know since Adan Mohammed is not going to speak, Honorable Adan Mohammed, I might say that he has also offered to help me with regard to the sanitary towel for all the 665 girls here. That is notwithstanding the fact that when the other one for government comes, we shall still give those girls, because you know, if I was the one with the power, I would have asked Adam to give all the girls, because those who have not reached have relatives who have reached at home. And that's the reason why when we buy the others so through the government funding, we shall still supply the towels to these children. May I now call upon my brother, I always call him Masai, no offense. Somebody I've known for a long time.
Well, I have no apologies. I have no apologies for being Masai. Nitoe. Thank you very much, and Prof. and Fred, thank you very much for organizing this visit. As one of the residents of this county, we don't take your visit for granted. The presence of government today here speaks loudly. It shows the demonstration of commitment by His Excellency the President to the children of this country. As a county, really, we are privileged and honored to have you here today and to have set aside your time, busy schedule, to be with us. It's really, really important. And secondly, on behalf of the Ministry of Environment, let me register my appreciation to the school, the head teacher, the teachers, the parents, and the students. I was amazed by the knowledge, how much the children of this school know and appreciate the correlation between environment and health, and more specifically, the COVID-19 pandemic. As Prof says, the best school, the best class here is those that are the kids that are that shaded, heavily shaded a tree. And we have, as a ministry, agreed to work together with the Ministry of Education towards greening of our schools. I hear it in the media, some of those who are ridiculing the fact that our kids are learning in trees and in green spaces. It's nothing unique about it. It's happening across the country and across the world, in the US, in the UK. It is the in thing now to do, and more so under the prevailing circumstances. So we have agreed to, as a ministry, to work with the ministry to ensure that this school becomes a green school. Work with them. Now, water is going to be provided. I think that directive has already been issued to establish a forest, a nursery, and ensure that they have green spaces for these present students and future students. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I also want to register my appreciation. My appreciation to the principal of the school, the teachers of the school, the parents, and I understand that most of the children are actually from very vulnerable backgrounds. What I told the teachers just a minute ago is that many of us went to schools that were actually worse than this school or similar to this school, and that because of the commitment that our teachers had, we were able to actually go through school decently and managed to secure for ourselves a place, in our country, and in our government. And so I am very, very hopeful that these children have a very bright future ahead of them. Thank you very much, CS Matiangi and CS Magoha. I think it's really important that we are all here together. The directive we had from His Excellency our President is that we have to deliver as one, and that we are to support all our children go back to school. And that's what we intend to do under the chairmanship of CS Matiangi, make sure that we do what is necessary to support our children stay in school. First of all, I think go back to school and then stay in school. And for the girls, make sure that all of them are back in school as well. So I'm just really grateful that we've had this opportunity to visit with the children here. Again, as others have said, I'm very impressed by the manner in which they're able to relate with us, and the manner in which the confidence levels are very, very high, actually. So it's very, very impressive. And then I think it's a very diverse school. So the diversity is also very interesting for all of us, to show that everybody is in this school, and that they all have an opportunity to get an education. So again, Mwalimu, CS Asanteni Sana. I think we'll continue working with this and other schools to just make sure that the children have the support that they need to stay in school. I've also promised CS Magoha that with his direction we will organize a sports day so that we can also come here and identify our future gold medalists and silver medalists and bronze medalists from this group of students who I'm sure will give us many medals in the future. Thank you very much.
The Honorable Member of Parliament, Honorable Manje, is here with us. And actually, members of Parliament have done a fantastic job with this CDF money. We are now building a strong collaboration through CDF so that we enhance the infrastructure in schools. Because as you know, CDF is supposed to be used for schools and for security. And actually, truth be told, many members of Parliament have done a good job with the CDF. Even in this school, if you look around their classes, he has done. So let's give him 1 second only to say it's a word before we leave.
I want to take this opportunity to thank you most sincerely for what you have done to this school on behalf of the community, because this is the community we are in. We cannot take it for granted. It's like the whole government has come all the way to make sure that at least children on this area get the kind of education that we want. We have a pressure of school in public institution, especially during this particular period of COVID-19. Many public schools closed schools, and they are coming to ask for schools in these public schools. The private schools have closed because of the COVID-19. They are coming now to public school. We have about 6 public schools in the constituency that have a overpopulation of 2,000, meaning that with this COVID, we are likely to go up to 3,000 and beyond. So I think this is the right time you have come. I cannot take it for granted. Welcome. And also this is the time this county and constituency is opening up. I want to thank the government for the infrastructure. So far, we have roads that are opening this constituency. It is the time it is a virgin constituency and county. My countyman is here. He has said the same. We welcome. One of the advantages that we have in the county is the peace that we have in this county, and we welcome investors and visitors. Thank you very much for coming.
Asanteni sana. Thank you so much.
Patia hao maswali waweze kutuelezea wanapofika hapo, ukiangazia kwamba ni mjumbe mzima wa serikali unaotua hapa katika shule ya Oloolua Primary.
Supposed to be there 5, isn't it? So we are going to put there 5. I want us to be remembering that this one is supposed to be a whole, isn't it? So to make this one a whole, I say the denominator and the numerator are supposed to be the same. Isn't that the denominator, this denominator and this one are supposed to be the same? So we have 5 here. Can everybody see what I write up there? I write up there, isn't it? It's supposed to be there 5, isn't it? So we are going to put there 5. I want us to be remembering that this one is supposed to be a whole, isn't it? So to make this one a whole, I say the denominator